According to YahooAnswers.com, a Raptor 350 will go about 65 to 70 miles per hour depending on what aftermarket parts you have put on it. You can take it on some really nice long trail rides and you don't have to worry about running out of gas, because according to BlueTracks.com, it can go 50 miles on one tank of gas, which is 2.5 gallons to 3 gallons is how much the tank is. You can also take it to the races, to racing competitions, so that you can make money to put aftermarket parts on it, or to make money to go towards college or whatever you would like to put the money towards. You can also just take it around riding at your house or at your farm, doing farm work, and then you can also ride it around with your friends and ride around on dirt roads in the woods or whatever you would prefer to do, just to have some fun. Most people around here know or have some friends that have a four-wheeler that can go riding with them or have some fun. I'm going to inform you about the features of the four-wheeler, how fast the four-wheeler will go, and the durability of the four-wheeler. I will begin telling you about the features of a Raptor 350. According to CycleWorldFoothill.com, one of the features is that you can get an electric start for the four-wheeler. That way it's easier for you to start it in the cold or hot weather, and you don't have to kick start it to get it started. The second feature is you can get a piggyback reservoir rear shock with adjustable preloads, which makes the shocks more durable when you're going down dirt roads, so that you hit potholes. It's not a complete rough ride all the time. The third thing you can get is specially designed low-profile tires, which give you more traction when you're driving down the road. That way, it's not as easy to wreck or flip or get hurt on. The last feature is the size of the tank. You can go 2 to 3 days riding at 2 or 3 hours at a time and not have to fill up for 2 or 3 days. It has a 2.5 to 3 gallon tank, and you can get a bigger tank on it if you order it from one of the dealers, and they can put a bigger tank on it. But if you just buy it from an individual somewhere, it's just more than likely it's going to have a regular tank on it, which is about 2.5 to 3 gallons. If you ride it until it's empty, like just going and going until it runs out, you can go about 50 miles on one tank of gas. Now that I've talked to you about the features of the Raptor 350, I'm going to talk to you about the speed of the four-wheeler. According to YahooAnswers.com, a Raptor 350 can go 65 to 70 miles per hour. Depending on how fast you really want to go, it just depends on what gear you're wanting to take it in, or how fast you're wanting to drive it on the dirt roads. It has enough power to go on trail rides, and enough power to keep up with anybody on the trail rides. That way you don't have to worry about being left out or being behind. If you're getting it to race it, it has more enough power to keep up or outrun anything that you're racing. It just depends on what kind of aftermarket parts you have put on it and stuff that you've done to the engine. Now that I've informed you about the features and the speed of the four-wheeler, I'm going to talk to you about the durability of the Raptor 350. According to ATV.com, the Raptor 350 has plenty of power for a beginning rider. When you first start out riding, you don't want to get like a extremely big four-wheeler, because then you'll more than likely end up wrecking it or hurting yourself when you start riding. Another thing is the suspension of the Raptor 350 is good for anything that you want to use it for, such as trail riding or just riding in the field or in your yard, or riding down the dirt roads. Lastly, it is great on trails to go riding, to take to the races, or just to hang out with your friends. So it's really just an all-around four-wheeler. You can really take it and do whatever you want to with it. And if you really wanting to do everything with it. You can put bars on it to make it to where you can take it hunting and haul deer on it, but usually people don't do that with them. So in conclusion, I've informed you about the features, the speed, and the durability of the Raptor 350. So would you want a four-wheeler that can keep up with your friends, or do you want to invest in one that will keep up with one that can